सो ये है एलॉन मस्क का इन्वेंशन जो एलॉन मस्क जिसके लिए क्रेजी है इज़ द SpaceX is the rocket booster. So is a Musk rocket booster. Is the rocket booster.
After Roman goddess of love, I love Venus, but I have to break it to you. This is what we think the surface might look like. We're not 100% sure because Venus is the hottest planet due to its really thick atmosphere. It's got a super thick layer of greenhouse gases. So things like carbon and sulfur are in the atmosphere, which means that when Venus gets hot, it stays hot. It stays really hot. So we can't even see through this layer of gas, so this is just what we think it might look like. But I think it's pretty accurate. But the reason it is one of my favourites is because she's often referred to as Earth's evil twin. The reason we say it's an evil twin is because Venus is a similar size and structure to Earth, but we would never be able to live on it because A, it's very hot, and B, it does something very strange. So a lot of the planets do this. Our Earth does this as well. We spin, that's how we get day and night. I have Venus. But Venus does this. She goes the other way. She just spins the opposite direction. And this is called retrograde rotation. She spins in the direction because we think that when it was Earth forming as an Earth planet, it was hit with something massive. And that caused it to spin the other way. That meant it lost a lot of energy as well, so it was very slow to spin. So this means it takes longer for Venus to spin once on its axis than it takes to do one full orbit around the sun. So one full orbit on Earth around the sun would take one whole year. So what that means is that a day on Venus is longer than a year. Now I don't know if that means you get lots of birthdays or one really
Is the
long
suitcase
birthday. I don't know which one I prefer at the moment. So that's why Venus is one of my favourites. We can't talk about the evil twin without talking about the so-called good twin. Now I'm not even going to ask what this planet's called. I want you to shout it out. We'll see it today. What is this planet called?
सो ये एस्ट्रोनॉट के लिए जो रिटर्न अर्थ होता है वो है what's happening on Mars. Which does mean that Mars is the only planet in the solar system that is solely inhabited by robots. They're the only people, the only things that live on Mars are robots, which is super cool. But the reason we wanted to live on Mars is because we noticed something very interesting on its surface. We noticed these great big divots in Mars' surface, these great big, what we thought were canals. And we thought maybe that meant that there was some form of life using these canals, like how we use
This is how they do it.
we soon realised that
Yes.
but still what we realised is they were actually drawing up rivers, which means there surely must be some size of Everest. It's this gigantic height here that you guys can see. Okay, this is the water. It's so big, in fact, if you were to stand on top of it, as far as your eye can see, you will on the flat ground. Because that's how wide it stretches, that's how tall it is. As far as you can see, there's nothing else apart from just the flat ground. Actually, so that's where Mars is doing hopefully maybe bring to us, but that is the last of our extraterrestrial sort of like planets. Instead we move on to the gas giants. Does anyone know what the next planet is called? Anyone? If not, I can just let you know. Anyone know what the gas giant is called? The first gas giant? What's it called? Jupiter! Yes, it's Jupiter! Jupiter, named after the Roman Roman gods. And it's the king of the planets. It's the biggest planet in our solar system. It's so big that if you took the mass of every single other planet, doubled it, you would still have room to spare. Because Jupiter is huge. And it is made up, as far as we know, solely of gas. We don't know if there is a solid form. We just can't be sure. So I could take any one of you, drop you from the top of Jupiter, and you might fall all the way through to the bottom. I'm not going to do it, don't look so worried, it's not going to happen, I can't, I haven't got the facilities for it. But Jupiter is just gaseous, it's full of gases, okay? What that means is these lovely swirling patterns are caused by all these gas clouds. And one in particular is this one right here, okay? So this great red spot. For you guys on this side, it just looks like a big red spot. And it's really conveniently named the Great Red Spot, okay? It's very, very good. Because what the Great Red Spot is, it's a massive storm that's been waging on Jupiter for over 100 years, and it shows no signs of stopping. So these sort of things are happening on planets, and we're just watching it happen. We're watching it happen.
So काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सप्लेन कर रही है लड़की.
But Jupiter isn't our own.
So ऐसा है साइंस म्यूजियम. So ये SpaceX की तरह है पूरे इक्विपमेंट है SpaceX वाले, Elon Musk वाले इक्विपमेंट. But this is the corner of space research and space.
Bueno, hay como cafeterías en todo.
So अब मैं आगे बढ़ता हूँ, आपको एयरक्राफ्ट दिखाता हूँ जो above the me है, मेरे ऊपर है. So you can see and watch. So पहले के टाइम पे कंप्यूटर ऐसा हुआ